lane, they're going to be very, very difficult for Tundra to actually win. Like, SF destroys Timbersaw. It's not even close. Then they have two pretty well scaling heroes, 3 even. They got the Razor as well. It's very greedy if they lose their lanes, but they shouldn't lose their lanes. That's the strength of the Spirit draft, so we'll see.
You mad? 'Cause I am. Ha!
What has to go right for Tundra, you think?
Well, they're gonna win the lanes. Like, they drafted to win lanes, basically, right?
But are their lanes that easy?
Weaver Master lane should be easy. Mid lane is going to be incredibly difficult, and top lane is going to be incredibly difficult. It's just the nature of Doom, though. I'm a little bit surprised they last picked the Doom, to be honest. I thought there was going to be more of like an aggressive option.
I do like the bans. Like, I kind of thought the Beastmaster would have been a good fit. Having the ability to maybe go in and get that shard, have the dive bomb hawk, and also have the primal roar. Like, I definitely really thought that ban was pretty clutch by Spirit.
Step lively now.
Especially, it pushes lane really well too. So
yeah, I definitely agree. And he's also a god on those heroes.
Yeah. So
we'll pause. What do you think is the reason? Strategizing?
I'm gonna say TeamSpeak, maybe for a second.
Video game with 3 people, you can't just pause it.
You know, I really like the setup they have too. Like, X-Mark into Requiem could be amazing. Lots of nice combos. It's gonna be Massive Illuminate.
Oh yeah, it's all 3. Pushes him off.
They immediately leave.
Is this gonna end up just being a 2 for 2? Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, Skidder wasn't there to pick up the rune.
That is.
He tried to pick up the other one.
Somebody took this man.
No, I think he tried to pick up the other rune, but got out-clicked. Gotta go back to the finger curls.
Get those fingers really, so, you know, toughed out. Get some buffs on them. I was thinking you were talking about the axe as well as the Requiem. It's certainly possible to set it up, right? Like axe, you charge it up, pull it back, and time it right. And as long as you've got the communication, you should be able to pull it off pretty much every single time.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like, Kunkka, SF also just complement each other very well, right? You got the -7 armor from the aura, so the cleave deals additional damage. That's it, they both scale very nicely into the late game.
Right, so their synergies are kind of there.
Yeah. SF is very squishy, inherently, and Kunkka both makes it very tanky. Inherently. If you get it off.
If you're able to get that far. We'll see what they're able to accomplish. They've got Toronto Tokyo over mid against 9, and in this top lane, looking good.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
Alex.
lane they can't afford to lose is the bot lane, though. Like, if Weaver gets shot down in lane, this game is going to get incredibly difficult.
Mira just walking away from Soxa for the moment, who was out of mana, but he also has the Chakra Magic. Trying to throw an Illuminate, spam the wave, he gets himself a CS. It's always nice. This bottom lane is interesting to look at, and you said it was going to be powerful. It looks like the spam, at least top for the moment, looks okay. Bottom looks okay. From Tundra. They're leading the CS in all 3 at the moment.
Yeah. SF is always very weak, like level 1, level 2. But once level 3 hits, like right now, it's a lot of damage coming in already.
Is there any point where Spirit are really going to be looking to go aggressive in these lanes, or maybe they're going to try elsewhere? Like, mid doesn't exactly seem like the best spot to have your supports go if they wanted to help out Toronto Tokyo, but is there a point where they could get it done if both supports came over mid?
Yeah, that's why SF is so strong, right? You have a lot of kill opportunities against that Timbersaw. But likewise, if he was to TP top and you get like an X mark, there's also a free kill. So we'll see when they want to get active and how they want to get active and what the priorities really are.
Right.
Because both the SF and Kunkka can flash farm the jungle. No problem.
33 using the chain lightning, so he's trying to output some damage on Yatoro.
Who's just X-marking himself, refilling mana HP. Welcome back.
And back into the lane, but bottom collapse, taking some damage, and well, Snake King's in on this, but they don't have the damage just yet to get the kill into collapse. Even with the Shikuchi, he's still at about 100 health.
Yeah.
They're, for the most part, ignoring Miposhka, but that's what you do. Ogre can kind of be pretty tanky and annoying if you're to run at him, so the focus is on the collapse and just ignore Miposhka, especially once he's used that stun.
Radiant structures
This top lane
are
is so
fortified.
nasty. I give infinite mana on the Doom to spam out your chain lightning, and deals so much damage. Look at that. Double
That
lightning.
is not fun. Was it a 4-second cooldown? And
Yeah, it gets put to
cooldown
zero.
reduction just gets put to 0.
Uh-huh.
That is not fun.
We have to be careful this game. Oh, he has no torrent.
Yeah, they've got the X as well as the telekinesis, but that seemed to be a little bit lost. I don't think it's going to matter as they'll chase 33
One more.
and they get first blood. It's Mira who gets credit for it. I assume they were trying to get the telekinesis into the torrent and have the juggle, but at the end of the day, once he got under the tower and they had the X, they were able to get the kill.
Yeah, and Timber starts doing a triple stack away from the SF. That's not supposed to happen. Timber isn't supposed to win middle against SF.
No, not at all.
And Kunkka, as well as Razor, are also struggling.
Yeah, Razor 17-3, the Kunkka 14-7. The CS isn't great, and Mira kind of needs to be careful. He does have telekinesis and another Fade Bolt in just a second. Meanwhile, Yatoro under the tower is getting chased by 33, and he's going to need some help. He's burning to the scorched earth. They've got Soxa in again. This time he's under the tower once more. A couple more right clicks for the Illuminate. He'll get the kill after he dies, and it's Mira in trouble, but survives the Infernal Blade, had that wand ready to go. And Kunkka is going to leave his courier there as once he respawns, he'll TP in, and he's got himself infused raindrops and a healing salve on it, so nothing really too nuts. Just a couple consumables. Rebound in, there's the Dispose. They've got the Swarm out. Stun finally hits. They'll use the Ignite, but there's the Shikuchi. Skidder not moving that fast, and Collapse not taking that much damage. Snake King was in with that rebound. It's now off cooldown, but they've got the stun. They have the right clicks, and Snake King needs to run. All of a sudden, Spirit was starting to turn that engagement around, and Tundra need to be a little bit careful how far they're willing to chase.
Yeah, I mean, Ogre Razor is not a weak lane by any means either, especially with the Bloodlust. A lot of movement speed, a lot of right-click potential damage.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Razor's definitely getting back into this lane quite nicely. Same Nepal as the Weaver, who went for an Urn. We have seen it on Armor before, where he took it a little bit too far and went for a Vessel, which I don't think we're going to be seeing here. Urn's a great item if you need one in your team. Like any hero loves it. Mana, regen, stats, armor.
Would you
What
not
else you
rather
need?
it on somebody else, other than Skidder on the Weaver?
I mean, I thought Coddle was going to go for the Vessel, to be entirely honest, but I guess they have other plans.
Not terrible in the net worth committee. Shadow
Nope,
Fiend
not
at
at
the top. Kunkka's kind of sitting a little bit below, and Razor, he's equal with the Weaver. So overall, for both these teams, it's pretty close, considering the aggression that was coming out from Tundra. I don't know if they've capitalized on it enough.
I feel like the laning phase is actually going better than I expected for the top and mid lane. Oh, they're ping in. The Marcy, a little bit too slow though.
Yeah,
As I
but
said,
rebounds
what?
and has the Dispose. The range on that's ridiculous. Looking for the Requiem. It
And
does
he's dead.
land, and now the Marcy's dead. Liposhka came in potentially to help, but he's unneeded. Meanwhile, Mira, he's got a killing spree as they get a kill up top on the Soxa, and Yatoro kind of wants more. They don't have X, they don't have a Torrent. but they did have the control to at least get the coddle. Mid lane again, they're still chasing. Toronto Tokyo back near the tier 2 tower, but 9, you're in pretty far. Chakram, Toronto Tokyo.
Oh, region rune. Oh, it's top though.
Oh god.
If you got that on the SF on the bottom, oof. No, don't we love ourselves some nice, good, freshly squeezed RNG?
Certainly so.
I mean, you've known me for so long, you probably know that if I was his SF, I would have probably lost my temper a little bit.
What do you mean? You got to kill. So what?
Yeah, but I wanted the region one too.
That's greedy, man.
Yeah, of course.
You give him Mira top. He's going to have 6 pretty quick.
He's rich.
Yeah. He and Tox are rich. I like this obs, but now it's spotted. Never mind. That's unfortunate. It was a decent spot for an obs. Doesn't end up doing anything for them. And now, keen optic, so that'll be kept on Toronto Tokyo for the moment. Bottom lane, Skitter. He's going to be forced to use that ult, but Maposhka, they're trying to catch up. They've got a couple of sentries. They've also dusted Skitter.
Dire's middle tower is
Toronto
under
Tokyo was not in the right spot to catch him coming up. And they probably have already, yeah, they've lost him, so he'll escape the potential danger.
Oh, he saw Chakram.
And he's going to be brought back up into the top lane.
Oh.
So
And
he
he
grabs
salves too.
Chakram and he salves. Okay.
Kunka actually salved him. What a bro.
Yeah, not as good as it used to be, but it is what it is now. Mira telekinesis, and he's going to steal the Scorched Earth. He'll go the other way, but they do have this Marcy. There's the Dispose. Fable comes in. The Torrent won't land. So Mira did have Scorched Earth, but that was only for a moment, and they end up losing the Rubik, so Mira ends up dead. It's still 4-2 for Spirit, but at the time right now, Doom's top of the net worth. What's a little concerning is both 9 and Skitter are falling behind.
Yeah, but at the same time, Razor isn't super farmed either. I mean, the game is still very, very close, but yeah, a rich Doom can definitely cause many, many problems. He's almost into his Midas, want to go the way. And then his net worth is gonna rise way too quick. And if you don't control him at all, he gets into his fast BKB. Could be the difference maker. Or Skitter again in trouble. If he gets stunned, okay.
He's forced to use that time lapse. They want to go in. They want to Doom collapse. They want to get this kill. And they're going to use the Doom, but Skitter's taking a lot of damage. He needs to run. Maposhka's here. They've got the dust, but they just don't have the damage. And with Maposhka now under the tower and nearby, they'll stun at the Doom, but they can chase. They've got the help from the Marcy. And Torrent, it lands. He's trying to find it onto Skitter. He got the damage, but he just doesn't have enough of it. The Tidebringer landed, and they've got 4 heroes. They'll go to the Illuminate. They've got the Blinding Light. That sends him back. Here's the Shadow Feed. Yatsuro not dead just yet, and they're going to have Mira come over with the telekinesis to lock up Snaking for a moment, but they just can't fight into this Tundra side. Stuns or not, they're actually doing a good job at the moment of keeping Spirit away.
Yeah, well, they're also pushing the mid tower. 9 though? Just 2 supports here, so they shouldn't be able to kill him.
Light is picked up for the Doom, and that game's going to go from good to greater. And they've also got another kill on Mira. That one's going to go to 9. Kind of giving up bodies here on Spirit. Tundra look to be in a good spot, and the early game is where they're going to be best. If they can snowball from here, Spirit might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, this early game went way too well for Tundra. Doom is too rich, Timbers is also too rich. I actually can't believe that Timbers actually won the lane against SF. Like, that is somewhat illegal. The only saving grace so far is that Skitter on his Weaver isn't super farmed.
Yeah, compared to the Kunkka, he's a couple hundred gold away, but it's a 2k lead for Tundra, obviously inflated via the Doom. that inflation
Radiant's
Isn't
bottom tower is under attack.
that like, oh, it's 2K because of the Doom, but he does something with it, right? Like, he's gonna have this BKB. He's got the levels. He's gonna gain more gold. Like, it's not nothing.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
I mean,
nothing to
Rich
dismiss.
Doom can definitely carry games. And that's exactly the style that Tundra likes to deploy in most of their games, right? Get 33 Rich, he's gonna carry you.
Snaking walks up onto the high ground, and Miposhka thinks about throwing the stun. They'll hold it for now, and maybe thinking they want to go a different way with this and catch Skitter, but unfortunately they can't.
Got his Rikushi still though, one of the best spells on Rubik in the entire game.
So what does Spirit need to do to kind of come back into this? Are they just opening up space for Yatoro as well as Toronto Tokyo and just wait until they get their next items?
And they're waiting for the BKB timings for sure, but Doombringer is one of the best heroes when it comes to just BKB timings. And Razor won't be getting his anytime soon. It's gonna be a tough game. They're gonna drag it out a little bit until they get their BKBs, and then take a fight or two that they actually win quite decisively. His Timber Store right now is also looking mighty strong. Almost Kaya Sanch already. Then he's gonna be sitting at 2.3k health, status resistance, casual cloak. I like that a lot.
Is under attack.
Yeah, 9 gonna be in a driver's seat at the moment. Despite the fact that they really don't have a lot of lockdown, they've done a good job of making sure that Spirit kind of feel locked down in this game, and that's due to the fact that the map just doesn't feel as open for them at the moment. Losing that mid-tier 1's a big part of that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
losing early tier 1 mid towers can really just ruin the game because they have such an easy access to your jungle.
Saksa probably dead. And by probably, I mean he is definitely dead. The 3 raises land. Saksa falls to Toronto Tokyo. And Miposhka still holding the high ground a little bit, maybe waiting to potentially get snaking, but there's nobody here to help him, so he's kind of off on his own, and they're pinging out these wards. They know exactly where they are, and that'll be cleaned up immediately and give him 161 gold. Plus the fact that 33 is here, Miposhka behind the tree, just able to TP out.
Somebody hit this man.
He literally hooked the Razor with a timber chain and then tipped him. I don't know what that was about. Look what I can do.
BKB for the Kunkka. BKB soon for the Shadow Fiend, and that's a jumping off point if you're Spirit, but Tundra, they're kind of looking like they might be ready for when this power spike hits for them.
Yeah, but the Razor is going to be a really big one. Like, Razor BKB timing is one of the strongest in the game, and they're very reliant on that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kunkka one's not a bad start though. I think SF already has his flying out right now. Yeah, he just needs 800 on the Razor and then they're ready to fight.
Triple BKBs is certainly a good point to want to fight in. And you can see, like, Spirit are starting to take a little bit of the map. They're clawing their way back in net worth-wise, strictly farming, right? Like, yeah, they got the kill on a Saksa, but overall on the map, they're still finding space to get it done. Not as much pressure as Tundra was putting on before. They got a little bit complacent with what they were doing as well in just farming the map.
Yeah, I do think that Tundra should be aggressing quite a bit more. But they got the Kaya Sanch on the Timber, they're looking to defend bottom. If they get this post-Doom on the Kunkka before BKB,
and he's got the X, so jumping on him now may not be the move. They might want to follow him. And they've got the obs, so they see this all coming, and they're going to start to retreat. They got to get out of there. They got the BKB on 33, but they're going to concede this tower. Once they saw them in the obs, that's it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
yeah, you don't want to be fighting those two BKBs right now. I feel like as though Tundra gave them perhaps a little bit too much space. They're going into the pit now with the Desolator that Skiller just picked up. But if they sniff this out on Spirit and fight this,
Their team fight's pretty good.
it's a little slow already.
They need to be careful about how they go about this. Although Spirit aren't exactly rotating in just yet. And it looks like it's going to be Tundra's to grab. So Spirit, unbeknownst to them, Roach Speed taken by Tundra, and they've got an Aegis into the hands of Skitter, which is a big move for them, considering they gave up the tier 1 bottom. They haven't been able to really fight and aggress just yet. But still, even with this Aegis, it's not exactly the easiest move, right?
It isn't. It isn't. Like, Weaver is still very squishy, sitting at 1200 health. Like, if he dies once, it's very, very possible he just dies another time very quickly. Is it triple BKB up yet? It is. So they're looking for a fight, despite them having the Aegis. Very passive game, to be honest, from what we're used to from both teams.
Smoke up. Stealing the Shikuchi. That's good for Mira. Mira can kind of move forward and look to grab somebody like Snake It. And stun. And there's a quick kill. The supports combine on that one. It was the multicast on the Fire Blast and the Shikuchi, as well as the Telekinesis to kill off Mira. 3 is in trouble too. Forced to pop the BKB. That's not a great first usage of that BKB when you're able to get forced back just immediately like that. Certainly unhappy with where that's going to land you.
Yeah, the fighting power right now is definitely in the favor of Team Spirit. Sure, you have a 3k gold lead, but your Timber Saw doesn't do anything against BKBs. You need to land a good Doom.
Bottom tier 2 goes down. Like, they just got the first, that bottom tier 1 a moment ago. That was their first tower, and right through onto the tier 2 because of the fact that Tundra don't feel comfortable fighting, and that's due to the BKBs available for the side of Spirit. So Shikuchi avoiding the Illuminate, making sure that they found some space, but they've got the Aether Lens, so the range there on the Telekinesis. 33 is not going to have the BKB for 40 more seconds with the BKB being popped by Toronto Tokyo. Now maybe Tundra just take their leave. They got the BKB out of the Shadow Fiend, and that's okay for them. There's a lot of time until that's back up.
Yeah, there's also DD bottles, so that DD won't be able to be used in conjunction with that BKB.
At least not immediately.
Yeah. What I mean is like the BKB won't be off cooldown when the DD pops. Which could have potentially been a teamfight winner for them.
Kind of quiet, as they can see to just farm.
Yeah, the more important the tournaments get, the more quiet the games tend to be.
X go all the way back to base. See Tundra. Their odds were pretty low. They were seeming to be the favorites there, and I don't know if I agree with that. I think Spirit's kind of in a decent spot.
I mean, Spirit is in a decent spot, however, they got away with so much greed on the Doom already.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's like, he has
Now
Blink.
got that Blink dagger. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Like, if they get a Doom initiation before that BKB is used, I don't know how they fight back on Spirit.
Oh, Yatoro, a bad spot. Oh, they got the Doom, but he got the BKB off first. So can he get away from this? He's got a TP coming in from Collapse. They're going to bring the Razor over, look for the Requiem, and that's going to land down right on top of the Doom. Doom's in trouble, and now here comes Collapse. 33, he's already dead. The Doom's going to end up being a waste, but they've got the Telekinesis, and they throw over Staking. Interesting dispose range when you've got the Aether Lens and the dispose on the Rubik anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, that fight goes their way, and Doom's on cooldown. Like, what do? The double damage is here for Toronto Tokyo. This is a tier 3.
They have the presence effect aura building as well.
They're going to try and go onto the Kunkka. He's low. He's in trouble.
Wait, he's just dead.
He's got the ghost ship, but that's not going to keep him alive. Snakey gets the kill there. Now 9.
Well, 9 is a Shiva Guard.
And he's going forward from Aposhka. Chakram onto the Ogre, but he'll try to TP out to no avail as they got the dispose, and they get themselves a second. It looks like Spirit were going to run over the high ground and get themselves a tier 3, but that's not what's happening. Instead, Tundra with a successful defense as they'll take out a third.
Yeah, that Shiva's guard on the Timbersaw surprised even me, and had 0 damage to bring him down. They thought they could turn around and kill him. No chance. And now Timbersaw is such a menace that even with 4 or 5 people hitting him, he just doesn't die. He has too much armor. Like we spoke about, Team Spirit kind of, having to push the pace a little bit. They really didn't manage to punish the Timbersaw at all, or the Doom. And now even Skeeter is almost into his BKB now. The game is looking very rough for Spirit.
In fights like that, though, like where Spirit end up having a little bit of an advantage, it felt like they might be able to run away and take the bottom set of racks, or even just the tier 3. Oh, good deep ward there. And, well, I mean, the response from Tundra, and he now puts 7,000 net worth up.
Yeah, it can look easy at high ground defense. Like, they don't have a Vessel, which is something I'm very surprised by. I guess they don't have the best Vessel builder, but not building Vessel against Timbersaw is really rough.
How much gold did they get out of it? They gained 4,000 on their net worth lead off of that fight, because they bought back on the Marcy, but nobody bought back on Spirit, so just that fight alone was worth so much.
Yeah, it was a very important fight. 100%. That was like the strongest timing of Spirit. Now the next timing is gonna be like 10-15 minutes into the future, with all the physical damage and stuff building up. Right now they don't feel super strong though. There's an AC down on Kunkka, which is minus 12 armor on everybody in conjunction with the SF aura. But we've already seen Timber, he doesn't care about that.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Radiant are scanning.
But Skidder cares about that. And so does 33 still. They don't have the highest armor count, but if that ever gets up to a significant level, yeah, I don't know how they win teamfights.
Over to the side, and they've got the Doom out, but it's on a collapse. They get the kill on a 33. They'll take out Snake King. Toronto Tokyo with a killing spree and a couple of kills there for Spirit.
Yeah, easy peasy. Now, there's still no stuns on Tundra, right? So there's always going to be a problem. And they will have to outplay Team Spirit to win those teamfights. Oh. X marking back the Razor. I mean, tri-core lineups are always really scary to go up against, of course. Because every mistake you make, like they just did, just brings them further and further to their extreme late game potential.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Spirit feel like they can devastate more with each victory, right? Like take these towers and...
Why so fast? With the AC and the talent of the SF, minus 12 armor on buildings.
Tower is under attack.
Roche, it's a quick one. Only a minute away. Look at where Sots is, just trying to cut the creep wave.
Yeah, very deep.
He's got so much gold. He's close to that Ags.
Oh man, that axe, what is it called? Will-O-Wisp.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
One of the better axe upgrades in the game. Of course, BKB Renaissance is somewhat useless. They still have 3 BKBs, so we'll see how strong it is. Honestly, with the lack of disables, I would have much rather preferred like a Hex or something. But let's see how much damage this Will-O-Wisp can deal. Well,
and they caught themselves the Marcy, and with the Ghost Ship, they get the kill. That's something
Roche
that
up in
might
10.
allow them to get Roche. Yeah, 40 seconds without the Marcy. All of a sudden, well, you don't have that little bit more into these fights with the
You gotta scout the
dispose and
Roche,
everything.
guys. No one's scouting the pit.
And nobody there yet, and it's up.
You guys gotta scout the pit. You know it's already time to respawn, potentially. I think there was a free Roche if they're all there right away.
Yeah, now it's not.
No, and that shard is so useful for Toronto Tokyo. He gets the free fear, And the crit of it. You can see that it's all building into pure damage now.
Looks like Tundra are setting up to fight towards Roche the way they're grouping up and wrapping around, but Spirit will do the same. It's going to be a 5-man smoke. The only one showing at the moment is 33. Or 9, that is.
Yeah, 9 is so incredibly tanky. Look at his health. 3.1k HP.
Luminate comes in, and they stole the Doom. That's going to be out onto the Timber to start. They'll look for the Requiem, and that comes in.
He's dead.
And with the BKB on 33, he's going to be into the fight, but he's not going to do anything with it. They already got the kill on 9. They'll take the Timber immediately. He's going to TP back in, and he's bombed back. So does the Doom. They finish off this Shadow Fiend, and now they're going to look to get the Kunkka. Kunkka with the BKB, but it's about to wear out. They need some help. The right-click damage from Skitter's not enough just yet.
Radiant's top
Ogre
tower
was able
is
to
under
leave. Yatoro may not be so fortunate. He goes into the trees away from his team, and
No reveal.
Oh, no
they didn't
reveal.
dust.
And
They had the dust.
They have dust.
They can't be surprised by this.
That was a quick in and out. That juke was dirty.
They certainly didn't see that one coming. They're gonna go to Roche Pit. It's up in... Oh, I mean, it's already up. Do they have enough time, though? 20 seconds?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They say nope. They say yes. They say yes. Or, of course, Spirit also knows this.
Are scarce.
No Shadow Fiend. They fall back on a couple of these heroes. Tundra need to be careful. They're going to blink in. They've got the Infernal Wind that's out on a Pochka, but they've got the Skitter. No Skitter! Oh, pulled back and killed! He's got no buyback! But Pushka's going to die, but that's well worth it when he got the stun out there. He's going to buy back as well. They're on the chase. They're on a collapse, but here comes Yatoro. He's got the X again on the 9. You got to remember that he bought back. Mira in.
Go
The
Chakram.
Chakram 9 gets away for the moment. But without this Weaver, do you really want to fight? If you lose 33, it's not going to feel good. Like I said, he bought back, and there's the damage comp for 80 seconds.
If they get this Aegis, the game is definitely in favor of Team Spirit again. They're running a Tricore, and they're all online, pretty much. Like, literally every single one of them. SF Aegis Shard, super tanky Kunkka, almost refresher down on the Razor now. Man, the last 5 minutes have been absolutely outstanding from Team Spirit. Just the way they fight. Mass Initiation also found.
Oh, sneaking. X gone. There's no way.
This Chakram on Rubik actually did way too much damage.
The fight all off the back of you having that Doom too, right? Like,
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that initially. When did he steal that in the river there?
Structures are fortified.
must have been when that Doom didn't do anything for them.
The high ground defense is good though. Like, but they're just holding for it. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower
Telekinesis, and look at that. Saxa just ripped apart. Toronto, Tokyo doing a lot of damage. They've got the Aegis in the hands of the Shadow Fiend too, and they're going to take this mid-set of racks. Like, I don't know at this point if Tundra's able to accomplish anything.
How decisive are they, man? They just bolt nothing, a tower, just to run in with the damage reduction. That is so well played. Gives them two sides of
Radiant's
racks.
bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
And the game went from like 9k Tundra to 7k Spirit in what, 6 minutes?
Maybe even less than that, honestly.
Yeah.
Take a look. And
Like, you know what I mean though, right?
6 minutes, yeah.
With the carry weaver, like, it just feels so, like, it doesn't have a whole lot of impact at all.
What do you do now if you're Tundra? It felt like you were in a decent spot.
It's
Oh, wow.
so tough.
So they don't even go to the Ags on Saxa. He chose to go to a Dagon. They want
Dagon?
burst damage, yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a Dagon 2, it's not bad, I guess, but...
Would you have wanted that, but...
this could be a Hex, like, quite literally.
It could have been an Ags, it could have been a Hex, it could have been anything, but just a little bit of a bit of burst damage.
Well, this Tricore is way too scary right now. The refresher on the Razor. Oh, they're smoking in again. They might find Skitter.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They have a gem on the Razor. Oh, they see Skitter, they see Skitter, they see Skitter.
Oh, they're moving in. They've got him. They have the lockdown, but the force step back. Skitter, he's forced to use that ult. And he's going to go the other way. Collapses in right on top of him. They have the stun, they get the kill. They'll take him out. There is nothing that he was able to do there. He tried to maybe get away with his ult, but that ult just put him in a worse positioning.
So now the thing is,
Radiant's top tower is under
he
attack.
probably didn't BKB because he wants to buyback and maybe force a fight on their terms. So Team Spirit has to be careful they don't fall for that bait. Like, if they just rush into the high ground now, that is a comeback chance for Tundra, potentially. It dies fast, so they have to be decisive.
They need to know what they want.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Also, we didn't really speak about it too much, but this is the perfect Ogre draft. 3 right-clickers in your team, paradise. But he's not committing his buyback at all.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
20 seconds, and this last set of racks to go for. Oh,
That's the
not
buyback.
gonna, yeah, not gonna
Where's
be
the
followed up
initiation,
with
though?
enough. The Hex was there from 9, but they didn't go and follow it up with anything. They're just
That-
gonna leave for free.
Yeah, if you buyback, you gotta go in there. Like,
They might double turn back. They've got a double damage top that they could just hold on to.
ooh, double damage SF, let's go. Yeah, hitting for about 500 a pop now.
Now, your admiral is on board.
Snaking, they're looking at snaking, they found him. Goodbye, sir.
Yep.
My way.
Stealing Chiguchi.
Get lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, more sneaky play potential. Look at the Ogre, just bought a Vlads as well, just to buff up all the carries.
I don't know what they're able to really get out of this. They've got a double damage and on the SF, and
But good news is, Age is about to expire in 5 seconds. So they're not going to lose the game just yet, because they'll probably be like a little bit more careful. But it's really on them to do something. Like, they cannot just wait and get out farmed.
at some point they're gonna have to make a move.
Yeah, 100%. They do have tools to do that, of course. They do have the Side of Vice, of course. And the Doom,
Your admiral is on board.
who... I wonder why he's going Hellbird in a Shiva's Guard. Probably because they already have a Shiva's Guard. But you just see how fast the Doom is melting in every team fight. Just dying so fast.
So we are gonna pause for a moment, but we'll
And
be
we're
back
going.
right in it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they picked Carry Weaver 3 games in a row, so they obviously really believe in the idea, but... like, he just hasn't been able to do a whole lot of anything in this game. He's 0, 2, and 3. You know, wasn't really involved in anything.
You're a trusty mate.
Tinker's also only got 2 charges on this Deso.
That should help.
Yeah. And what do you do at this point when you're the Weaver? There's not a whole lot you can do at all?
And Spirit are very happy just farming and pushing the net worth lead. Because they're probably so confident that if Tundra come out of the map and they fight Spirit are confident enough to think that, well, hey, we've got the fight no matter what happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, they also just know, like, the bigger the net worth advantage grows, the better, in the better shape they are, right? They have literally 3 of the best scaling heroes in the game. Like, they can just wait forever. All the lanes are pushing in constantly, so they know exactly what Tundra's planning. And you see Spirit is just super, super, super patient. And in their patience also lies their strength, right? I feel like teams that know when to be patient and how to be patient properly, they're just so much more consistent than teams that don't. Like, Spirit has been doing well pretty much all season long because of that. Same with LGD, for example.
Kato has Dag in 3.
They have Lincolns on the SF. They have Lincolns on the Rubik.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Lincolns on the Kunkka. Who do you want to doom again? The Razor? Good luck.
Yeah, seriously. It doesn't feel like they're going to be able to get a Doom out on anybody, and we've seen it be a bit of an issue as well.
Oh,
Spot a courier, and they might just follow that all the way to where the team is just staying. They know it's going top. They know there's some heroes here, so they can just assume where they are. And they have found themselves a Marcy. They've got the telekinesis, they have the static link, they have the lockdown. Skitter's going to be forced to use that BKB very early on into the fight with the right clicks coming through on a mirror, but it's not enough damage to get the kill into the Rubik just yet. Finally, 33 is able to finish him off. So a 1-for-1. Skitter's BKB will be down, and 33 will TP out.
Huh. No problem. Bye-bye. Actually, decent trade for Tundra. Like, this Rubik is worth a lot of money.
Roche is up in 5. Short Roche timers.
Yeah, no buyback on the Rubik too. That could be a 4v5 fight. This could be the fight actually the Tundra needs to get back into the game. Or they don't know about it and they just get the Roche for free. Where's the SF though? SF is the big hitter. Coming in now. Oh,
refresher card.
They cannot give away this Roche for free.
It's already gone.
I don't even know if they were aware though, because they were looking for a pickoff on the sidelines.
Radiant are scanning.
Satanic now picked up on Shadow Fiend as well. So his HP pool is very high. Razor got a cheese. It just becomes harder and harder to kill anyone.
Dire's bottom tower.
SF got to level 25. They're 4 Presence of Aura, or Presence Aura armor.
Yeah, that's minus 11 in a massive AoE. Plus the AC, that's minus 16. Just in the entire team fight. Like, if they get to hit buildings, you will see how fast they melt.
Alright, they're going to try and go into the high ground. They've got the Hex, it's doing to the Shadow Fiend, but it's not doing anything just yet. They've got themselves the turret that lands on a Snake King. The damage isn't going to quite be there. 9 standing in the front line. Looking over at Toronto, Tokyo, who will pop the Satanic.
That's a lot of damage,
right
9.
clicks in, the damage out on a 9. There's nothing he can do with this one, but the BKB being popped by 33. They've got the static link on him. They kill off the Doom so fast, and they'll take out Skitter. Even with him Doom, they'll run him down. Toronto, Tokyo, he's got the ultra kill. Give him a rampage. Can he get a double? Oh, yeah, he can. Toronto, Tokyo, he is ripping it up on multiple keys. Another
Triple rampage.
Oh my god! Triple rampage for Toronto, Tokyo. Oh my god! He blew up those heroes. That was pretty insane.
We spoke about the minus armor.
Damage.
Minus 60. He one-shot the Marcy. Like, Snake King just bought back. You're gone. You're a mosquito. Where are you?
Just
spread against the wall.
That was an insane showing of damage very quickly.
Yeah.
Wow.
100%.
Pretty nuts. I don't know if I've seen that one of the last time I saw a triple rampage.
It's been a long time ago for me as well. But the biggest problem this game was really, like, Tundra just didn't capitalize on the advantage they've had early. They let the Trico farm up the BKBs, the next items, and there was no sense of urgency. Tundra operates best when they have late game secured. I don't want them to keep picking this carry Weaver. It just didn't feel great, and I don't feel like it fits Skeeter as well.
Yeah, it definitely didn't feel like it fit the lineup either. Like, they just weren't getting enough from the Weaver, and ultimately, at the end of the day, Spirit, they looked like they were falling behind a little bit, but they ended up taking advantage and taking game 1. Like, I just don't know really if they're going to go back to that Weaver, if they want to go back to the Weaver. But for Spirit, that looked pretty on point, right? Like, what else would you need from Spirit other than a victory like that? Is there anything in their game that you could really say otherwise that looked bad from them?
I mean, they had a pretty slow early game, which I guess is to be expected if you have a greedy draft like this. But yeah, once the pieces came together, they played perfectly. Mirror had great initiations, nice buffing from Imposhka, nice itemization all over. Nothing to fault.
Yeah, so nothing to fault there. In Spirit, they're going to look to take the Series 2-0 over Tundra. We're going to throw it over to a quick break, and then we'll be back in just a moment. So stay tuned. We'll be right there.